finally established the style you want to use for your comic, but you still have no clue what your story would be about, or you have a story and think it's not good enough. Well, if this is your first comic, don't be afraid to just go ahead with any story. Use this as a learning comic. But if you're planning to publish this comic, then you need to plan this story out. How you write a story generally depends on if it would be printed in a book with all the chapters in it, published weekly in a magazine, or online, where you get to decide your schedule if you want to. So, on to the writing part. It depends on how it would be published. So if it has a tight schedule, have the story almost complete. But if it doesn't, then feel free to have the first 5 or so chapters complete and what must happen throughout the story. You can use like a timeline to point out like main points that should happen in your story. But the disadvantage of this is that you can write yourself into a corner every now and then. But if you write a chapter every time you complete a chapter which is fully illustrated, then you wouldn't have this problem. Oh, and keep in mind that while you're writing it, don't have long descriptions that you would include in your comic, because that would drown out the main focus of the comics page, such as like characters interacting with each other or scenes. You would have too many text, and the focus would be on the text instead of something else. So that is all I have for you today. Stay tuned for my next video, where I will be talking about making your story people would be interested in. Bye!